Welcome to 105 MDRP, your soul sound for the frontier galaxy. My name is Eli, and I will be your storyteller, your curator, your navigator as I regale you in an Orbital Blues. Orbital Blues is a game by Soul Muppet Publishing, a sad boy space western where the only thing worth a damn is the fuel in your tank and how fast you can draw. This is an actual play intended for a mature audience. It contains elements of anxiety, death, depression, gambling, mental illness, and associated traumas, poverty, substance abuse, and violence. So, as always, viewer discretion is advised. So, why don't we get started and introduce our intergalactic outlaws, including our most featured guests? Let's start with Caleb. Caleb, introduce you and your character title.
Okay, I'm Caleb Miller. I'll be playing Leslie, and I am the outlaw. Do you want more than that?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Serge?
What's up, everybody? It's Sergio here, and I am playing the goodest boy, Paunch.
Zach?
Hello, I'm Zach, and I'll be playing Stokes the mechanic.
And Amber is one of our great friends here at Mayday. Why don't you quickly give us your character name and title and give us a little bit of info about yourself?
Wonderful. Well, I am playing O'Neill Bridges, also known as O. They are the Left Behind, and about me, I call myself the TTRPG Swiss Army Knife because I do fucking everything. I stream, I write, I edit, I podcast, I do everything. So I'm just really excited to finally be on Mayday Roleplay and like be with my pals. And I'm so excited for this game. Okay, sorry.
Great.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah, it's gonna be so awesome.
So some quick announcements and words from our sponsors. Music in this episode is brought to you by Soundstripe and Epidemic Sound. For more info, be sure to check them out at Epidemic Sound, as well as soundstripe.com. Keep a weather eye out, all you vampires and ghosts, as to our socials, as we welcome the return of Knights Black Agents, as well as the final chapters of our Orpheus, Book 1. We'll be releasing those information coming soon. Today's episode is sponsored by Conglomo Shipping, where their Drive 9 canines will help you get anywhere through the frontier galaxy with ease. So put your precious cargo in their paws. And lastly, a shout out to our patrons at Patreon. Your continued support helps us here at Mayday continue to do awesome content and stuff like that. So be sure to thank our patrons, and yeah.
We love you, patrons.
Thank you,
so much,
patrons.
Thank you, patrons.
All right. So, welcome to the intergalactic age of the cowboy, humanity's last stagnatic stance against the stars, a retrograde of a forgotten era with a future nobody wanted. These are the regrettable tales of the music-fueled renegades of the frontier galaxy. These are Mayday's Orbital Blues.
Cut to all the Cowboy Bebop intro.
100%.
So there's a certain kind of stagnation that lingers on Reno-12. Whether it's the dust, the smoke, the sweat, or the regret, it permeates. And as the sun sulks into the west and scattered remnants of half-lit casino signs and the dented roller doors of the strip, a devil enters a cantina. He's a large-statured framed in a long white suit, ring on every finger that accentuates the ruby-red knuckles of a broken-skinned fist. Head shaved, marked with an elaborate network of spiderweb tattoos. The devil carries intimidation that does not go unnoticed. He lights a cigarette and takes in the heat of so many bodies in one place. The budding sweat of patrons' foreheads begin to cascade as men straighten up or lean out of sight. The waitstaff scrambles to make room where there is none. The El-Ray is usually a shit-for-nothing hole in the wall, catering to the handful moon-dusted miners coming back from Irvine. But their lack of good booze makes up for Thursday nights. Man and devil alike, they're all waiting in anticipation for her, Jubilee. The devil takes a seat, a spotlight strikes the stage, drum rims and brass glints on the edges, a personal galaxy only interrupted by the clacks of slow-trotted heels. She's dressed in velvet, red, blonde hair laced across sun-kissed shoulders, a face like heaven. She sings in a language only remembered in the songs of forgotten times of yesteryears, as if it only happened yesterday. The brass begins to croon and the snare rims and sizzles, a bass sets the tone. A guitar flutters into a sultry samba, and the crowd edge on their seats, soak in every drop. The devil waits for her out back after the show, and when Jubilee exits, she pays no mind and keeps walking into the night. She picks up a pace and takes a right. The devil stays in step. Another left and then a left and a right, and the devil picks up pace. Right, left, she tries to refuge into a nearby apartment area, weaving through the alleys. Left, right, she can't seem to shake him. Right, left, the devil cackles and turns the corner and finds himself staring down the barrel of a loaded gun. Her eyes were sharp and unwavering. That's the thing about the frontier galaxy. You reap what you sow. A click, a bang, and another tune dusted to the wind. And the days aren't gonna get any better. It's noon, and the heat is unbearable and bright. A transport ship kicks up the red-sanded earth and lands at the Buford Intergalactic Terminal, carrying only one. And as the bay doors open, the left behind spills out. Amber, can you please describe your character and introduce them?
Absolutely. Whew. Okay, so O Bridges has an air of melancholy. I mean, literally just melancholy and the infinite sadness is really just the whole vibe. They have like red hair, jagged, it falls at their chin. It's kind of disheveled, like obviously home cut kind of thing, oily, greasy, as if they haven't showered, or maybe they're just fucking around with too many mechanical parts. A scar goes across their chin, and it's just from previous fights, previous excursions, maybe previous lovers, who knows. They're stocky. They've got, they're stocky. Their gait is a little uneven though, due to their robot mechanical leg. They lost their leg in a previous shootout, but it's fine because their leg is also done. It's fine. We got it. It's cool. But yeah, they walk with, I mean, though their gait is uneven, it's not uncertain. They walk with determination, with power almost, knowing that the only person that they can rely on anymore is themselves. So, also, always carrying a cigarette. Listen, you can't have the blues if you're not smoking like 2 packs a day.
So, you exit off that transport ship and you enter into the Buford Intergalactic Terminal. It's run down, it's worn out, it's been sandblasted, it's just a piece of shit. And you don't really see a lot of people here. And if you do, like people who are scattered around, they look kind of like miners who have been coming and going from here to Irvine, which is the moon that is orbiting around Reno-12. But you go to the terminal gate and you present your identification. The sloppy looking TSA guy just kind of quick looks at your card and kind of hands it off. And then you exit into the terminal into the dusty remnants of Reno-12. It's a bang and boom looking place. It kind of reminds you of a dusty desert. It's got dented signs and all sorts of things. It's a fairly large town too, so you can have the choice of either hoofing it, which will take you some time, or you can try to acquire a vehicle at the Wheels on Wheels right next door.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. Gonna go for a car.
Okay. Do you have a particular type of car you would like?
Does it run? Does it have air conditioning?
The lady at the terminal kind of like smacks like her bubble gum and says, "Yeah," and trades you a credit for keys. and you go to like the end of the lot. It's this old, beat up looking sedan. It's nothing special, but it runs.
It runs, and it's yeah. I like run my hands over like the roof of the car, kind of take some of the dust off, hop in and crank up the radio, turn it on, crank up the radio, AC blasting. Yeah.
So where do you want to go? You really didn't come here with anything in your pockets except for some of your mementos, some weapons, and a card, a singed business card to the Viper Bar and Grill at the edge of town.
Of course I go to the Viper Bar.
Okay.
It's a place to escape the blues, at least for some time.
You crank the sedan, you peel out of the Bedford terminal at the Wheels on Wheels, and you head to the edge of the town. Meanwhile, the backroads in Reno-12 are some of the most dastardly place to be, and nobody really should be out there. It's home to the Dead Cats as well as the Reno Snakes, one of the leading factions here in Reno-12. But some things need to be transacted while we're out in the desert, and it's only at the behest of 3 little renegades. They had been entrusted and in charge to bring together 2 people, the Perazzo family, as well as the Reno Snakes, in some revelry, in hopes to bring some peace to this crazy town. But the only way to do that is to throw a party. But when you need a party, you need booze. And Francine Dubois of the Viper Grill won't give up her booze without a favor. So she sent you to the backroads to do a trade of credits for an item that she's hoping to acquire from some smugglers out there. So you find yourselves at an old rundown diner, broken apart, windows are busted in, boarded up, shitty place. And 2 people push through the door. One is an older gentleman, and the other a very tall woman with purple hair. Zakiya and Caleb, introduce your characters.
Okay. Yeah, so Stokes is pretty tall, I guess, maybe like 5'11". This huge square purple wig, dense wig, that comes down to almost like a bad Viking stereotype braid coming down the side that unites in this like iPod looking like capsule, and 2 big white Bluetooth headphones they look glued to the side of her face, and a white like mechanic jumpsuit that the dust that's sprinkled over it is almost aesthetic. Like you can't tell if she bought it weathered or if she weathered it, but it's intentional. There's dynamic movement happening there. And then her arms are covered all the way up to the elbows in what looks like beaded bracelets. But the closer you look, the more you realize like some of the beads are like just brightly colored trash, maybe. And then one hand, the beads are much more dense, and you can see they're like reflective parts of the beads kind of extends to the skin. Like there might be some prosthetics under there. I think that's it. She walks like the fact that she is standing up, the fact that she is in this room is personally offensive to her. And she expects everyone to apologize for that.
Leslie is nearing his 50s. He's got that salt and pepper in his beard, very prominent and starting to gray at the roots up through his sort of medium mop of hair. He's tanned down. He's got this trim old beard that's hiding a chunk of his jaw that's been missing from a scar that looks like something took a bite out of him. Body-wise, he's real wiry and skinny, but he's got that old man strength where you can just tell all he does is work. It's the type of body you can only get from eating for fuel and working just hours out of the day. He wears a navy blue coverall that's unzipped down to about half his torso and cuffed at the elbows. It's embossed with this blue sort of Victorian filigree that dances down the coverall. He's got that classic cowboy belt, and in the center, a belt buckle that is an LED projection of the moon that actually sort of blinks around that belt, and you can see the moon start to wane and go through the cycles as it goes throughout the day. And then on his side, I mean, hanging off the thigh holster on his side is this large lever action shotgun that's sort of sawed at half and ready to shoot at any given moment. He has these really cold, calculating eyes, but in face, he's the most stoic fucking person in the world, and it's very hard to tell what he's thinking at any given moment. Think Daniel Day-Lewis vibes. That's all you need.
And as you guys kind of push open that door, in one of your guys' hands is a briefcase full of credits to trade. The door kind of flips back and forward, and just like in the background, you can kind of see what looks like a beat up, like burgundy red looking El Camino, the kind that has like the bed in the back. And you could swear if you were like, if the one of the people who were like kind of looking out can swear there's a dog at the helm. Sergio, can you introduce your character really quick?
Yeah, sure. So, Paunch, as the crew like to call him, is sitting in the driver's seat, and he's like just like strumming the top of the steering wheel, and seems very eager to get out. Very quickly gets out, and when he jumps out, he is basically a 4'5" Shiba Inu anthropomorphic man dog, and he has these big, white ears. He's wearing a red, like pilot's jacket, and it's got all these different patches of different companies and places around the solar system. And the big prominent one is a very faded Conglamo sticker on it or patch. And he is wearing an eye visor, kind of like he basically looks like a robotic cyclops with just this visor over his face. And as he walks, the sign will say things like, good boy or pet me, things like that will kind of like cycle through. So he would like push through I imagine like old Western style double doors that he would push through, and even like kind of rush past Leslie and Revel or Stokes and kind of go straight to the bar and just ask for a drinky. And then he just smiles and waits for the bartender, and he's got these big sharp canines, but he's just waiting for his drinky.
You, Paunch, spent a lot of time in town and not on the back roads, so you don't realize that this is an abandoned restaurant.
Yeah.
So you literally like kick open the door, sit down, and just yell on the top of your lungs, "Give me drinkies."
I think I'd like realize that and then turn to the others and be like, "Why we here? There's no good shit."
Yes. Take a blues for that. As you turn around, you realize that Leslie and Stokes are just standing in front of like 3 or 4 looking goons who were just as they were about to like begin a transaction, and now they're all just collectively looking at you.
While they do what they do, I just don't think Paunch would believe that there's no good shit, so he's gonna go around the back of the bar and just like look, see if there's like an empty bottle, like a bottle left over or something.
Hey, now, Paunch, don't go too far, okay? Don't get lost. All right?
What is that? Oh, what is that?
That's
I forgot to mention, he looks like a Stan Winston, like special effects from the 90s. Like, he looks like Howard the Duck, but a dog instead of the duck. You know what I mean?
I've never seen a dog do that. What is that?
Yeah, well, it's not really dog. That's Paunch. He's our pilot.
Right.
Yeah, we run things a little different here on Reno. But he's good. He's good people. I checked him out before we went through this. So.
Right. Well, Dubois said that she was going to be sending some people by to do this transaction. So I assume you're the people.
Yeah, as close as it passes for.
Right. You vibe? You guys snakes?
No.
No.
You can call me lady, and this is Stokes.
Paunch will poke his head out of the back of the bar and say, "Me am Spicy Man 49852," and then just go back under.
That's Spice. He's okay.
Well, the price is 100 credits for what I got here. And if you're free to look around if there's anything else you're willing to trade, but that's what's mainly on the table.
Eli, is there any sort of role I could do to discern whether that's a good price for us?
You can roll me a savvy check, and you can see if you can suss out the haggles.
Suss out the haggles.
What you got?
I have a 5. I don't know what that means.
It means you didn't succeed. So the goal is for rolling 2d6, and the goal is to get 8 or above. Plus your mods, right? You added the mod to it?
Yeah, it gave me a -1. Is that correct? Yeah.
Are you a -1 in your stat?
Do we have a 0, a 2, and a -1?
No, it should be a 1, a 2.
Okay. Well, then I actually got a 6, but I'm going to change this to a +1. No cheating, I promise. I still failed.
I wonder if I did that. That's weird.
How dare you,
How
sir?
dare I?
Disadvantages.
I still failed. I have a 6 total.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know exactly what you're trading for. Dubois never mentioned exactly what it was. So as far as you can tell, 100 credits is fair deals.
We're gonna need to see the merchandise before we hand over anything. I hope that's okay.
That wasn't a part of the deal. The deal was just trade.
Well, you know how these negotiations go. Sometimes things change in the heat of the moment. Are you not amenable to working with us? Good business is all about working with the other party.
It's a show of good faith. We'll show you what we have, and you show us what you have.
You know, he leans over and he like gives a nod to somebody, and they bring over a very small box. And when they open the box, it's got a watch inside.
Like what?
That's what like a wristwatch, like a regular old wristwatch. Doesn't look anything special.
Can I make a nerd check just to make sure this isn't like a tricked out Apple Watch or something? It's like a normal watch.
Yeah, I'll give you that, and I'll let you use your grease monkey thing if you want to.
Whoop. Okay, how do I know that means I roll with exertion, but I don't know what that means.
You can roll first, and if you fail, you instead of exerting hard points, you can re-roll without it.
Sweet. Okay. Cool. So that's just
A
regular
free reroll?
2d6.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, that's a 9. I'm gonna keep that.
That's a 9.
Yeah.
Success is above 8, right? It's like 8
Above
plus.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 plus. Except in combat, combat is determined by target stuff. We'll get into that later.
Is there a critical at all? Like if we roll a 12 or something like that?
The higher it goes, it's at my
better the
discretion.
success.
Yeah,
Success,
better
okay.
the success. Yeah.
Quote it.
So you open the box, and I assume Lady just doesn't understand why 100 credits would be for some dinky old watch. But you, Stokes, kind of like you catch something in like the way that the face head kind of ticks. It doesn't tick like standardly. So you go and you like check it out a little bit, and as you kind of like look into it, you've kind of heard of these things before. They're very rare. They're known as gambit chips. They're little devices that can affect small electronics, and they're also known as a bookie's nightmare because they're often used at casinos and places to interrupt like surveillance feeds and rig slot machines, shit like that.
Okay, then you're gonna see her face get a little bit brighter. I think maybe just eyes and above. Yeah, lady, I think we're good here. I think we're very, very good here.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna pay you folks out.
Paunch, roll me a observation check.
All right.
Since you're dinking around
See
towards
if I
the
can
back.
find anything. I rolled a 4.
Roll a 4. You're so preoccupied by looking for the good stuff that you don't notice anything.
Yeah, I think probably dejected. I'd eventually hear the human beings talking, and I would go over to them and see that they have a shiny, and I certainly would be intrigued by this shiny that they now have in their hand. I'm just kind of obnoxiously like a child, like poking my head in between them to see it.
You much for wearing watches, Paunch? You want something new on your wrist?
I'll take it.
Maybe we could try this out once we're safe in Shippy, I think.
The guy closes the box. It's like, no watch without credits.
Yeah, I know
Trade
how a
is
deal
full.
works. I'm gonna root through my belt there and try and. Did they give us the credit
Yeah,
chits? Or
you have a briefcase
Oh, beautiful,
full of credits.
beautiful. Yeah, I'll click it open and toss it. Sort of motion it forward.
One of the other goons goes and kind of scurries by. He picks up a credit, kind of bites it, tries to bend it, make sure that it's real. Looks
Yeah.
at him, gives him a thing. It's like, all right, well, how are we gonna do this?
Well, it doesn't fucking matter to me. We just pass them over at the same time and hope nobody does anything stupid.
Can Paunch, as fast as he can, try to grab the watch box?
Oh god.
Yeah, roll me a savvy.
Yeah.
roll me a contested savvy.
With a +2, if I roll poorly, it's gonna determine. Oh, I rolled a 7, so
Let's see what I got.
Not a success.
Here we go.
Oh, okay, this is interesting. You see it in the shiny and stuff, and then like literally it was about to be like a handoff, one hand on the briefcase for each person. They're gonna let go, but you're like, this is too much time, and you go and you swipe for it, but you miss, and the guy flinches because they're not expecting you to do that. So both of you guys end up dropping both the briefcase and the box, and it just all busts open, and all the credits go flying, and the watch goes a little bit off to the ways, and now everybody's looking at each other.
Oh shit! I mean, hand down to the shotgun immediately. Not to fire, but it's definitely like Mexican standoff. All of us are standing, waiting for something to happen.
I'm getting ready to die for the watch.
Meanwhile, a sedan slowly rolls out of town and eventually makes their way to the Viper Bar. It's an old ransack-looking kind of bar, and made out of like wood and stuff like that. It's got this like nice little porch area. It's really wholesome when you think about it. But it's all the way out in nowhere, like nowhere near the casinos, nowhere near the strip. It seems a little odd that it would be out here, but seems to be doing well, as there's just several bikes just kind of parked on the outside of this bar. You pull up your car next to it, and what you can see at the front of the door is this very big dude, like bald head, thickness, looks like he doesn't fuck around. And as you approach, he kind of puts his hand out and he's like, nobody's allowed in the bar today.
Interesting you say that, considering it looks like the bar's popping today.
Snakes only. I've never seen you before, so I assume you're not a snake.
You don't
Bar's
think
closed.
that they... Bar's closed. Oh, fascinating. Well, I mean... Sorry. Ooh, my brain... sorry. My brain is just...
Can you hear me? The bar is
yeah.
closed today. We're not letting people in. Go back to wherever the fuck you came from. If you want to drink somewhere, there's always the High Roller Bar out in town. But
I flash the business card that says like that has the handwritten stuff on it, and I'm just like, I was told to come here. It seems like possibly official snake
By who?
business.
Who?
Well, yeah, I give him.
You
Well,
give
I
him-
mean, why else would I have this?
It's a business card for the Viper Bar. Dime a dozen. Who sent you
Oh.
here?
What about Tango?
Tango. Hold on a minute. The guy goes inside and comes back out with two other dudes. Now, the last time we told Tango when he came down here in these parts to never fucking come back. So if you're a friend of Tango, you're not a friend of ours.
Oh no, I'm no friend of Tango. He done broke my heart, left it in pieces, but tore it to bits. I want to get back. And I heard this is the place to do it.
Roll me a savvy check. Just try to
Got
convince
this,
them.
Amber.
Just savvy?
Just savvy, yeah.
Well, that's a 4.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
Well, shit. The guy gets up in your face for the upteenth time. I've said there's nobody coming in this bar today. And if you're not going to listen to me the first time, maybe we're going to have to learn a different way. And he's gonna just sucker punch you in the fucking
okay.
face. That is a success at 8. And you're gonna take 1 point of heart damage as he just cold clocks you on the ground.
Oh.
So unless you got an actual name for this bar, get the fuck out of here.
Let me consult with my associates and I'll be right back to you. But you got a sick right hook. I respect that.
Okay. So what are you doing, Ember?
I'm just gonna go back to the car and regain my faculty.
Nurse your jaw.
Sit in the front seat.
With your associates, yes.
Because I need to go back and I need to go back and check the notes that you done sent me.
Okay.
Listen, you know I've been through hell yesterday. I
No, I know.
completely forgot everything we talked about.
No, I know, it's fine. Everybody
Yeah,
else who's at the the restaurant in the back roads, roll me initiative.
Oh boy.
Why? What?
Because you dropped all your shit.
No, I know why. I just don't.
Whoa, we all rolled the
rolled
exact same number.
3s. Yeah.
All right.
You all rolled
We're so in sync.
Because we are sisters.
you all rolled 3s? Who has the
Mhm.
highest savvy out of all of you?
I have 2.
I've got 2.
I have a 1.
Paunch and Stokes figure out who wants to go first.
I think
Paunch, go first.
Yeah, I think I would go first because Paunch would probably go after the shiny, and once he has it, he'd probably, knowing the way human beings work, is he'd want to run out of the room because they're going to start shooting at each other.
Okay.
So that's his
Cool.
game plan.
That feels right.
Yeah.
Paunch has wanted the shiny longer than Stokes has been going for it.
Right. Should I make some kind of roll to catch it or something before the other guy does?
Give me 1 second. Let me roll out initiatives.
How many people?
There was like 4 guys, right? 4 enemies?
4 guys.
Okay.
2 of them, the main folks, and then
4
2
guys that you've seen.
goons.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
Love that. Love that.
We're definitely not
mean-
at that Viper bar that O'Neill's at, so that's interesting.
No, you guys are far in the back in the back roads. Amber, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So what are you gonna do now? You've regrouped. You went back in the car. You got that left hook. You're bleeding a little bit from the mouth. What are you trying to do now? Ooh.
You are muted, I think.
You're muted.
For some reason, we can't hear you.
Can
There we go. Now we can.
There
Hear
Okay.
There we go.
I knocked my microphone wrong. Listen, it's been the worst 36 hours.
It's fine,
You're
we love
good.
you.
You're good.
Yeah, no. I was like, damn, I really need to. It's been a long trip back to Reno-12. They flip over the other side of the card. He goes, "Oh yeah, I guess I should have read this. Yeah, that's a real important information, huh?" And so I'm like, "Listen." I go back to the bouncer. I'm like, "Listen, brother, I'm so sorry. I'm just coming back to Reno-12, and I'm just getting my planet legs back underneath me."
How many
Planet
times
legs.
do we gotta tell you, old man?
Look,
We're not gonna play this.
young people.
Roll me initiative. Roll me initiative.
No,
I'm
We're
gonna
wait.
start swinging at you.
No, wait. Rook sent me.
okay, roll initiative still.
Okay.
That didn't mean shit to them.
Oh.
I
Just
see
yelling
that.
things out while they're beating him up.
I rolled
rolled
a
a 2?
2.
Okay, cool, perfect.
I can't even get into the bar, and y'all are all like getting your asses kicked.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be a one-session one-shot.
Yep.
So we're.
Yeah.
I hope not. So we're back at the backroads, and all of the chips have been laid out, and every single person looks at each other and goes, "It's a free for all." And just at that, Paunch jumps into the pile, snatches. Are you just grabbing the watch, or are you grabbing
That's all I
credits
want
too?
is I think he'd be focused on the watch, not thinking about grabbing the credits.
Okay, yeah, you go and you just snake the box, and just start booking it out the door. Roll me a savvy check to see how well you do all of that.
Here we go. 12.
12, nice,
As good as I
effortlessly.
can.
That's the best you could possibly do. Yeah, you just like the instincts inside, being a dog. You just immediately snatch it. You put the box between your mouth, and you just jump over a goon, kicking them and like off balancing them, and you're just booking it towards the car. I'm assuming you're trying to get in the vehicle.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get into the driver's seat. And while all this happens, at least in Paunch's head, the song "Damaged Goods" by Gang of Four starts to play, and he's just like, he's amped, he's going.
Yeah, you almost like slide over the car as you try to like get to it. Up next is Stokes. What are you gonna do? You just saw everybody go for the free for all. You're seeing Paunch running out the door, and now you're starting to notice all the other goons are starting to reach for guns.
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to do? Trying to book it? You trying to grab some credits on the way out?
I think she was gonna go for the watch until Paunch got it, which is fine enough for now. But seeing all those coins like explode over the ground is gonna have her frozen for like half a second. If there's any that have rolled behind her, she's gonna 100% scoop some and leave as stealthily as she can. Yeah, does it look like Lady's staying?
Right now, Lady has not quite reacted to everything. He's kind of still
Okay.
a little flabbergasted. He's next on the order.
Okay, she's gonna just motion for him to go, but up to him.
But you're gonna stay.
I'm gonna start heading towards the door.
Okay. Lady, what are you gonna do?
Have they pulled their firearms at all?
They're pulling firearms. They're gonna shoot. They're up next. They're gonna get you.
Do I get a sense of who are they all targeting me? Are they targeting some Paunch? Like, do I see where their eyes are going? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna pull the shotgun. I'm gonna do that fancy little roll with the lever.
Okay.
And I'm gonna point it as best I can at whoever I was doing the most business with. Try and get it pointed straight at their foreheads. And everybody calm the fuck down.
All right. Roll me a grit check. See how
Yeah.
intimidating you are.
Does my gambit come into this beast? I get upper hand against the cowardly or against the odds against those with something to prove.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Roll that gambit. Because
Okay.
you don't take this kind of shit.
I don't. Fuck this shit. So what do I do? Upper hand then?
Yeah, you'll roll it at upper hand.
Okay. A 14, motherfucker.
Ooh!
Whoa!
Beautiful.
He's a mean-looking motherfucker.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like clockwork. You've done this so many times. It's almost like repetition. It's, you just flip that shotgun. You flip it and rack it at the same time. That's how fucking good you are at that shit. And you point it like you don't like. There's not even enough distance between you and the other guy. So you're literally putting a barrel straight in this dude's fucking chest, as you say. Everybody calm the fuck down, and everybody does stop for a fucking second.
Okay. All right. Oh, shit.
He's like, easy, old man. You don't pull something you're not ready to pull.
I'm not. You don't think I'd point this at you if I wasn't ready to fucking pull it? You want to die for a watch? You think you're the first one I put down for no good goddamn reason? You sit the fuck down.
Oh, he's scared as fuck now. Take a blues.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do now? Is that all you're gonna do?
Just
They're
walk
making
out.
for
You
they're
just have to
making
walk
for the
out.
door, right? Yeah. I'm gonna cool guy walk out with that shotgun, still pointed at all of them. I'm gonna trade for each of the four, and just step out. Don't
They're
you
all-
ever fucking come for us.
Are you gonna turn and run as soon as you get out of that door?
Fuck yeah!
All right.
Cool.
So you book it. Are you getting in the
Paunch,
back?
get the fucking car!
Are you getting in the seat, or are you
Already
getting
running.
in the bed? Just so I know.
I'll hop in the bed.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Stokes, you're hopping in the bed or hopping in the car?
If I'm like not. I'll hop in the bed too because I don't think I have time to run to the other side of the car.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Paunch just kind of like howls in joy and kind of screams out, "Mean man named lady," and just like kicks it into drive and heads off.
Hell yeah. Let me roll some stuff.
Amazing quotes already, gang.
Yeah.
So, as soon as you, lady, you're the last one to leave the door, and as soon as those double doors just kind of walk back and forward and stuff like that, you and Stokes just tuck and run and like jump into the bed. Meanwhile, all four of those goons fucking just kick open that fucking door and they start shooting at you as Paunch just screams on the top of his lungs and books it out of there. It misses you guys, but it does hit the El Camino, and it does take a body damage.
Okay.
From it, as like just a shotgun like blast just hits off one of the back windows, and you guys take off. Amber, you've gotten out of the car. You just yell out the name Rook, and this goon who's just pissed off at you keep coming back swings at you again. He misses, but he's prepared to fight you again. What are you gonna do? You're on top of this initiative.
Okay, great. I just kind of I yell, "Listen." I yell, "Listen, oh my gosh, where? I cannot find it. It's oh my god.
So
Listen.
Neil's life we're talking about.
I was told that I could always find company in a viper's den, and that her favorite flowers are sunflowers. Like, does that mean anything to you? I don't know anything. I'm not.
Is that your turn?
And then I ready my fucking like brass knuckles just in case.
Okay.
I don't want to fight him.
But he wants to fight you.
I don't want to fight nobody.
When you say that to him, he's just like, I don't know what the fuck that means. And he goes and he swings at you again. This time he doesn't hit you, but he manages to like put you in an arm lock. And then you're just like saying that shit to him. He's like, I'll find friends in the Viper's Den. Your favorite flowers are sunflowers.
I'm very small and I have little money, so you can only imagine the stress that I'm under.
What a bad first day.
Welcome to Reno.
And as he's kind of got you in this like headlock, and you're just like trying to fight this dude off.
I just want to get in the bar. I need
you hear a voice though. You hear a voice that says, "What did you say?" And as like the muscle guy just like turns you around full Nelson so you can see who the fuck it is. And standing on the porch is a woman. She's very tall. She's got like rows and rows of braids, this long coated duster, dark skinned woman, and she looks at you and she says, "What did you say?"
I said I am very small and I have little money, and
before that, I don't give a fuck about that.
Okay. I said that her favorite flowers are sunflowers, and that I'll always love her till the end.
How do you know Rook? Let him go. Let him go. The dude like lets you go. How do you know Rook?
Thank you. Rook and I go way back on the Seventh Son.
Yeah, I know he wrote the Seven Sons. I haven't heard from him in months. What do you know about that?
I mean, we were betrayed by Tango.
Take a blues. She looks at you kind of like a little uneasy and a little worried, but she motions you to come inside to the Viper Bar.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, Paunch, roll me a savvy check for your mobility as you drive this vehicle through the back roads.
Okay. Mobility of 2, so I'll roll my savvy.
Stokes Stokes and or Leslie, roll me an observation check since you guys are sitting in the back of the car.
I rolled a 8.
Rolled an 8. Nice.
I got a 6 for my observation.
6 for an observation. Stokes?
Got also a 6 for my observation.
Nice.
We're doing great.
Paunch books it and they're just going. They're dodging and weaving through some of the grittier parts of the, you kind of have to drive very carefully on the back roads because like too much sand could bury you. Not enough sand, you won't get enough traction to keep going fast enough. But Paunch is being able to kind of duck and weave it, howling on the top of his lungs as he does that. Leslie and Stokes, as you guys are kind of like holding yourselves in the back as you're kind of like bumping up and down from the suspension. In the distance, you can't tell how many people, but you see a big cloud of dust smoke following you guys. You're not alone on these roads, and they're coming for you. Stokes and Leslie, what do you guys want to do?
It sounds like we're going to take care of this from the back.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you guys want to hold actions for that, or do you guys...
Yeah, as soon as I've got a bead on somebody, I want to take some shots with the shotgun.
Okay.
Yeah. Stokes is going to start unscrewing her hand.
Nice.
In preparation.
Okay.
Holding action until she sees him.
Okay, sure. They're gaining on you. And they're within far range of you guys. And you're starting to see at least 3 bikes, but the rest of it's clouded in smoke. Leslie, you hear the sound of gunshots, and all of a sudden, into your shoulder, a bullet hits. You take 3 points of heart
Damn.
damage
Fuck.
from a bullet from away. But there are other bullets that are whizzing and flying by you guys and ricocheting off the back of the car. But they are slowly gaining traction. Paunch, roll me another savvy check for your driving. See how fast you guys get out of the back roads.
So I want to do something specifically, especially if Paunch becomes aware that they are gaining on him.
Yeah, I mean you can look in the rear view mirror and you can see that people are coming.
Is this savvy roll just to like not kill everybody, or is this savvy roll to like, can I do something in particular?
This savvy roll is for your driving, so you'll have an action on this. Yeah, you'll have an action to do as well.
Nice.
Rolled an 11.
Rolled an 11. Yeah. You're staying strong. You're keeping Elise ahead of them far enough where they're not getting into close range of you guys. They're in far range, so they can only throw weapons at, shoot at you guys currently. And they're not able to gain any more traction because you're just booking it for them. But is there something you want to do on your turn as it is your turn?
Okay. Yes. On my turn, I see that they're shooting at us and they're gaining speed. And I think I'm going to try a tactic that generally works that Leslie or that lady and Stokes, we have experience with, where I'm going to immediately slam the car into whatever the proper, whether it be neutral or reverse. But the point is, I want to very quickly have us basically gut behind them, like almost like kind of reverse as they zip past us, unaware. Nice. Or unprepared for it, so that's what I want.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, roll me another savvy check for your driving.
We got something for that too. That's gonna be good.
Hell yeah!
6.
Is there anything we can do?
Not far from 8.
If you want to re-roll, you can exert yourself, which is giving up a heart point for every dice you want to re-roll.
I will totally re-roll. Now, how many dice do I see? 2d6. I'll roll that 1. I rolled a 1. So let me roll another d6, and I'll remove a heart.
Nice.
6. That's 12.
12? Excellent. Yeah.
Or 11. 11.
You look in the rearview mirror and you see that they're kind of gaining on you, and you know that you're no good if they're just going to keep firing at you. You notice that they hit Leslie. Leslie is kind of like restructuring themselves. So you know one of your like evoc trainings from back in the day, and you just like hit the brakes fucking hard. Hit the brakes and you turn the wheel in a way where like all of a sudden all of these motorbikes just go right past you, and then you just click it and shift it back into gear, and now you're driving right behind them. There's about 5 of them on bikes now that you guys are now behind them. Anything else you want to do on your turn? I think that's all you can do.
Hit them with the good shit is what I'll yell.
All right.
Right.
Leslie and Stokes, you guys are in the back. You see this whole maneuver. You hold on. Actually, no, you hold on. You hold on. Let's not make this more complicated than it needs to be. What do you guys want to do? You've noticed now that Paunch has put you guys in a position where you guys have somewhat of the high ground. Because now they don't even know that, they're looking back now and trying to figure out how to regroup. So you have an opportunity. You have the surprise.
Yeah, I definitely want to grab onto the railing of the back bed and sort of struggle my way up, nursing that bad shoulder for a moment, sling out that shotgun and prop myself up onto the roof of the Camino and take shot at one of these fuckers.
Yeah.
And I'm aiming for him. This is not a game where I'm aiming for the motorcycle and it goes flying back. Fuck him. Back of the spine. I'm taking this fucker out.
I want to paralyze these mofos.
Yes!
What'd you get?
Death or the chair, damn it. Let's see. Savvy, right?
No, you're rolling an attack.
Oh, I don't...
So an attack will give you 3 dice. You get to choose the 2 dice you'll use to make up your attack. Okay. And then whatever the remaining dice is will be your damage point.
Got it. So it's just normal odds, right?
Normal odds.
Okay. So choose to add appropriate stat. I don't understand.
Well, you rolled straight 3s.
Yeah, what the fuck? So I choose 2 out of the 3s?
Right, so that's 6, and then add what is the appropriate stat? Grit?
I believe grit for a shotgun.
That's still a 7. Can I exert to change one of these?
Yes, you can.
All right. 1 die 6, and that's a 5. So that would take me to a what was a 7 is now a 9.
9. Okay.
Yes.
And what's your damage die?
Where do I find that?
That was a 3, right? You said you rolled
Yeah.
3 3s, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Tight. So yeah, you swing the shotgun over. You use the kind of like the top of the cars as leverage because your shoulder is just motherfucking killing you. But you manage to just like slide the gun across enough to know where it will leverage it, and then you pop it, and you manage to hit the back of one of these bikers, and he just like does that thing. He just flips back and forward, and he just wiggles and just falls off and just darts off. So now you're down to 4.
All
So-
for a fucking Rolex.
Stokes, what are you doing?
Is there anything does Paunch have like shit in just the bed of his truck, like something to throw?
This is a rental, isn't it? That we didn't really even. Is this
Yeah,
ours?
this is not technically.
Yeah.
This is not technically your car. You were given
There's
it to
dust
go out to
and-
the back room.
Okay, so there's
Unless-
like, is there like an emergency kit, like flares and jump cables and shit in the back?
Yeah, I would say there's like because it's a 2-seater, so they got that little pocket in the back of it. There would be
Okay.
like maybe an emergency kit. Yeah, sure.
What are
Okay.
those? What are those like rolling balls of plants that like roll in the desert? What are
Oh,
they called?
tumbleweed.
Yeah,
Tumbleweed.
there's like, I want to say there's
Can I-
one little tumbleweed.
A tumbleweed. No, I want a tumbleweed. Yep, I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
I will grab the tumbleweed you keep in your truck, and I'll use my
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 lucky
plasma
tumbleweed.
torch arm to ignite it,
Fuck
and
yeah.
then throw it like we're in Mario Kart at one
Okay.
of the motorcycles, just the closest one, because I don't think I can get that.
It's a
far.
red shell.
It's a
Roll me
red
an-
shell.
Roll me an attack and add savvy to that modifier.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Okay. Okay, so that's 5 and 5 is 10 plus 2, 12,
Whoa.
Yes.
and that'll do 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay. Cool.
This became
Oh, and
Mad
she's gonna-
Max.
For Flair, she's gonna throw her real hand in the front seat. Paunch. That's not the first time you've seen that.
He'll high five himself with it.
You high five it, but you see that was a distraction to grab the tumbleweed as they snatch the tumbleweed out, like your favorite tumbleweed.
Tumbleweed.
Set this tumbleweed on fire and you just chuck it, and you manage to get it. Let's roll something. You manage to chuck it, and it gets to the far enough to the front biker, and it instead of it actually hitting them, it actually bursts and explodes on their front tire, which also causes them to kind of shake and rattle, and they fall, but they fall in a way that knocks out like 2 other people. So there's like 1 guy left. Paunch, roll me a mobility roll for driving, because now you have to roll past all of these bikers who just laid themselves down in the middle of the road.
I don't want to. I would run them over.
Oh.
High score.
All
I
right.
want high score. Yeah, I will actually swerve
Good.
in their direction to hit them.
Oh, okay. Well, hell yeah. Everybody in the car, roll me a blues check then.
Yeah.
Do we just gain a blues, or do we have to roll?
No, you don't gain a blues. You'll roll for blues. So that will be. Hold on 1 second. My notes.
We're all fucking flying in the back. God damn it, Paunch!
High score.
For blues check, you're gonna roll me 2d6 and add your grit. If you get a total above 8, you'll take a blues. If you don't, if you roll under 7, you'll not gain a blues.
Oh,
I don't
under
gain a
7?
blues.
Under 7, you don't get a blues.
So 7 and above, we do get a blues.
7 and under, you don't
Oh.
get a blues. 8 and above, you get a blues.
Got it.
Okay, I get a blues.
Leslie?
I got a 7.
Okay, no blues. So yeah, Paunch, with no hesitation, just Fury roads these guys. Just runs them all over. You're feeling the bumps and the bruise, you know.
Fuck.
And Stokes,
Even.
you,
Yeah.
Yeah,
after
it's-
we-
and as you guys pass by, like Stokes, you like look out and you just notice just like laid out
Paunch,
bikers not
we have to
moving.
discuss. the point system. We have to discuss the point system.
He is getting a touch out of control, isn't he?
It's real
But-
people.
But it doesn't seem like anybody else is pursuing you. You've managed to get by, for now, as you guys weave your way back to Reno-12.
Lady, being a gross old man, is definitely going to dig into that wound and try and get the bullet out. And he's just got pure old man face on the whole time, like it doesn't even bother him.
Yuck.
Done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stokes, roll me another blues check. Leslie,
Yeah.
take a blues. Take a blues.
I'll take a blues.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm fine.
You're fine? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, take a deep breath, it happens. And he's just rolling out the shoulder.
I didn't need to see you reach inside yourself like that.
Well, you can't leave the bullet in there, that'd be fucking stupid.
But there are specialists we could go to, or just anyone that's not you actually just
I
taking
don't
out with your dirty hands.
I don't like doctors.
That's
Paunch,
clear.
Paunch is like yelling from the driver's seat. How's Tumble? Where's Tumble?
Oh.
BJ?
Oh, we lost them in the fight. They got shot.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We go back to Shippy.
Back to Shippy.
Well,
Okay.
we gotta go see the lady of the house. We gotta go see the snakes, don't we? We gotta turn this fucker in.
Who wants the watch? Right.
Yeah. We can't be walking around with this thing, especially if we just murked 6 people to get it.
Shiny, and I like waving the watch on my.
Yeah, it's shiny, isn't it, Paunch? You like that?
Mm-hmm. High score.
Yeah. High score.
High score.
It's going to take about 20 minutes for you guys finally to reach civilization again. So you guys are just hightailing it, booking it back. Meanwhile, back at the Viper Bar, this woman has let you inside. They go behind. What you see is just a beautiful, like, wood-laden kind of bar. A typical biker bar you would see. You know, there's pool tables and stuff. You know, a lot of shit's made out of wood. They got, like, leather and tapestries and stuff all about.
Hot.
The woman goes and behind the bar, and she pulls out 2 shot glasses and slams them both down. And then she pours you both a shot, slides one to you, and says, "So tell me what happened."
I mean, what didn't happen? It's the fucking Perazzos at it again. I mean, they were going for Tango. They were going, but Tango turned us over to him, as if everything that we'd all been through together meant nothing. I think I'm the only one left, maybe. It's been all a blur, but lost my leg to it, lost everything to the Perazzos, but Rook told me to come, before it all happened. Rook told me if anything did happen, I came to you. So it said you would know. It said hold on. Said that I would always find. Let me figure. Hold on. Said if I was ever in trouble, I can always find company in a Viper Den.
Viper's Den. Yeah, which is
Yeah.
here, my bar. Yeah. Roko always had a soft spot for those he'd like to travel with, and always wanted to make sure they were taken care of. They were like that. She seems really sad by the news that Rook is no
Yeah.
longer here.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's just been, it's been rough on a lot of us.
Yeah. So is the Frontier Galaxy as she takes another shot back. So why are you here then? What are you hoping
I
to
don't know.
accomplish now?
I mean,
What do you want?
what I want is revenge, really.
Mm-hmm. Against who?
Oh, I mean, the Perazzos. Like, I mean, I know that sounds ridiculous. And then I, like, you know,
Oh, it's
take
not
the
ridiculous. Not at all. What if, after you take that shot, she pours you another one? What if I told you
Thank you.
that you have tremendous timing?
Do tell.
Well, rumor has it, last night, Casey Perazzo was shot dead in the streets of Reno-12 outside the Sunshine Apartments near the El Rey Cantina.
Say she had it coming for her.
Exactly. Which means that right now, she takes another shot back, gives you another one. It means that the Perazzos are vulnerable, which means that we might have a chance of taking them out for good. Would that be something you're interested in?
It'd be an absolute delight to be able to take advantage of this prime opportunity.
But I'm
How
not.
can I help?
Are you? So you're fully down? Because I don't have time for chicken shit. I gotta move quick and I gotta move fast.
I mean, I got a car. I got a gun leg. That's new. That's exciting. How can I help?
Well, there's two. The biggest thing we need to do is we need to stack up on this vulnerability. With Casey Perazzo out of the way, means that they're hurting for some muscle. I mean, Tony still has the twins, the older brothers and sisters, but we gotta make it hurt. And I know how to make it hurt with his younger brother, Luciano. I think the thing I want you to do is find Luciano Perazzo and bring him back to the Viper Bar.
We can absolutely make that happen. That is not a problem at all.
You're gonna need some help, though. Hate for you to go alone. I got a couple of folks who are supposed to be coming back with a particular item that's gonna help us further along the way. And I'll let you know about that a little bit later when you get me Luciano.
Of course.
Go back to Reno-12. Find a shitty looking ship in the Buford terminal called Shippy. You'll find the crew.
Shippy?
Shippy. I didn't name the ship. You'll figure out soon enough why. It's more of a surprise for you.
I mean, Shippy is awfully close to shitty, but
I mean, it's a
All
shitty
right.
ship. Not gonna lie. I've seen better.
I've probably seen worse. So,
Bring back Luciano Perazzo, and we'll talk.
do you want him dead or alive?
I would prefer him alive. Leverage is better when they're alive.
Fair enough. Some people have preferences, and I mean, I just wanted to check in.
He'll be dead sooner or later, but for now, life.
All right. We'll grab him.
The person you should be looking for is a person named Lady. He'll be the kind of the
Lady.
person to talk to of the three. You'll find out why.
Oh, all right.
They're really
All
acquired
right.
taste, but there's some of the decent renegades around here.
All right. I can definitely thank you for your kindness and your hospitality, and Your bouncer out there is doing a great job.
It's been hard. With Casey dead, there's a lot of heat going around. And I'm definitely a target, so better keep things safe. Sorry for the
Definitely
trouble.
understand. Nah, it's all good. Again, my mind's still out in outer space. So we keep taking spaced out to a whole new level.
Well, I would get your feet on the ground because it's not going to be an easy thing for you to do. All right?
All right.
Like, kind of motions you to get out of here.
Yeah. Do I owe you anything for the shots? Just
You can owe me it back when you give me Luciana Perazzo.
okay, great. I want to make sure my debts are paid. All right. Yeah. Well,
And if you
we'll get
could,
this
don't
in.
come back with that shit of a sedan. We don't do sedans here at the Reno Snakes. I'll get you a proper bike.
Oh, that works too. I'll take a bike.
Cool. So you're heading back to town?
Yeah, I'm headed back to town.
Cool. Meanwhile, our three intrepid souls, you roll back into Reno-12, and you notice that, like, at the roads that kind of lead into town, there's been a random toll booth, or that's been kind of set up by what looks like some Perazzo goons. Paunch, you roll up to it and stop. You like look out. And this burly oldish guy, like he's got to be in his like mid 40s, like overweight, just sweating in the heat, just kind of leans down. And he's like, just the pooch I've been looking for.
Do I know him? Do I know their name?
You know him as Rocco. He's one of the bigger enforcers in the hierarchy of the Perazzo family. Enforcers.
Rocco, me get high score, and I reference to the very bloody bumper. Of
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, look at that high score.
There's still somebody's face like scrammed in it.
That's it's real nice there, dog. It's real nice. The boss is looking for you at the High Roller Casino, all three of you. You mind stopping by there for a second?
Yeah, we got some business to tend to. You think we could take care of that first and then go see him?
Well, I'd hate to keep the boss waiting. Right.
Oh, won't be for more than a second. Yeah, well, you can see, Paunch has been busy this morning. We got to make sure the heat's off. We don't want to bring none of that back to your boss.
Well, I doubt anything that's shitting around in the back roads is going to cause us any problems, so I'd suggest you go see the boss as soon as possible. Like, as soon as possible.
Right.
ASAP.
Yeah, you
Good-
get it. Get
Good
it.
Paunch.
He's learning how to spell. I like that. He's getting better at that.
Yeah, he's a bright boy.
Good as boy.
Well, good.
Good as boy.
Well, yeah, get out of here. What are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna go back to Shippy, or are you guys gonna go see the boss?
We have a lot of money on us. And
Yeah.
Well, we have
watch.
something of a lot of value. We
You have
don't
something of
money.
value.
Look,
on
watch.
you.
I grabbed some coins.
Okay.
Credits.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
and those were for Francine Dubois of the Viking
Yeah,
Bar.
for the opposite person than the bad mobsters, Italian Americans.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think we should go see the boss first.
Okay. All right.
Because they might give us a better offer, and I'm totally down to flip this watch for
Okay.
more money.
Fair.
Holy shit, okay. All right. So you drive forward and you head to literally almost the center of Reno-12, this high-rise casino. It's literally probably the best looking building. It's got retrofitted lights. It's just a nice little oasis in the middle of a desert. And you go in, and hanging to the left is the High Roller Bar, a nice fancy, very 1920-ish looking bar with like these nice wall mirrors, Jesus, and very like brass like heads of like statues and shit. And standing at the back of it is Tony Perazzo and about 4 of her goons and Luciano Perazzo, the youngest brother of the Perazzo family, who owns the High Roller Bar. And he's kind of dressed in a way like a bar back. You know, he kind of likes to look the part when he's on shift. But Tony is sitting at one of the tables in the back and just waiting for you, kind of has both of her hands together in anticipation. She's wearing like a power suit. She's got long hair, but it's slicked back. You know, she's got like, you know, it just looks aggressive and not to be fucked with. She's the owner of Reno-12 and most of the settler system that you guys orbit. And you know that for a long time she's been trying to get total control over the town as she buys up various buildings and other storefronts, slowly increasing her power. And she looks at you. Oh, do you want to do something, Paunch?
I was just going to say that, like, as we're kind of walking up, Paunch's generally friendly demeanor, you know, kind of quickly starts to change. His shoulders kind of rise up to his ears or to his head, and he gets a little bit closer to Stokes, like almost kind of protectively. He's got this dog like rope, like this, like it's almost like a billy club size, and he's just kind of got it in his hand, and he's clearly like running it around in his hand like nervously, but he's suddenly a lot less friendly as they enter the den.
And as you guys kind of approach, Tony kind of speaks up and she's like, well, looky here, boys. Isn't it nice to have such well-fined neutral party members here in Reno-12? So interested in the benefactors and benefiting everybody here. The Perazzos, the Snakes, anybody they can get their hands on. Ain't that right? And she looks at all of you.
Well, Miss Perazzo, we like mostly to keep to ourselves as a group. I hope that doesn't mean that we've offended you by our neutrality.
No, how could I offend you? You guys are friends of Gagoosh. I love Gagoosh.
Yeah.
Gagoosh.
By the way, where is Gagoosh?
She's been on
Away on
vacation. Yes, as of late, she's been away on business off planet.
Oh,
Don't
she's
wanna
not
get
gonna.
too-
She's
don't
not
wanna
gonna be
get
at
too
the
burnt
party
out.
tomorrow.
Probably not. Maybe she's just resting up. We don't want to have her burn out.
You
She's
can
been
never
going so
really
long.
tell with her. She promises to be at each performance she throws, so I imagine you're in for a surprise if you stick around. She is quite the promise and quite the get. I wouldn't count her out. As long as I've been working for her, as short as it's been, she's always kept a promise.
Paunch
Alright,
just
well-
blurts out, Gagoosh sleep on Shippy.
That's where when she needs a place to go, she's got a room. She's got a room on the ship, and that's
Yeah. Paunch is saying she's got to come back sometime. She lives there.
yeah. She knows where home is. That's what we're saying.
Gagoosh.
I'm sure that's the main draw for your interaction with our entertainment business, huh?
Well, I mean, I was hoping to see Gagoosh, especially if you guys are hosting such a party. in
We
the
can
next
show you
couple of-
Gagoosh.
Oh,
We could. I mean, basically what we've been saying. We'll stay tuned. We don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, well, we're just getting things ready in her stead because she's a very important business person. We want to make sure that the back of house is run. You know, Gagoosh is up front. It's really me running things out back. I'm the ugly face they put on the party preparation.
Mean lady.
Yeah. Well, who are you pointing at, Paunch? Don't.
You.
Okay,
Oh, me.
Now it's
Oh.
confusing. 'Cause- fair.
Good. We got to be very clear about that. I'm the mean lady. That's the nice lady, right,
Mm.
Paunch?
that's nice. That's nice. Very nice. So you guys wouldn't happen to know what has happened over the last evening then, being so neutral and out of everybody's pockets and hands.
Eli, would we have heard about this whole killing?
Cassie,
Is this Casey going down?
No. You wouldn't have. You left earlier in the day before word got out.
Yeah, well, I don't rightly know we were on some business in orbit, so we haven't been around for whatever the hot goss is. We're not really.
Orbit, that's interesting. I haven't seen your ship leave the terminal.
It's a matter of
Shippy.
speaking. Orbit about the planet. We've been traveling today. We missed whatever it is happened in town.
That's a
So-
very convenient story.
Paunch drive will Shippy with wheels.
Yeah, there you go.
So you wouldn't know about my brother's death.
No.
And as she says that, like, you see, like, the other goons kind of take a step up, like, get out of their seats a little bit.
All right. We don't need it. Come on. You ask us here on account of this meeting. You're excited to be a part of our revelry and see what Stokes is all about. You want to see Gagoosh, and now you're going to step to us like we killed you. You know damn well if we would have done that, would have been a lot louder. Look at us. You think us the conspicuous type?
Well, if you don't know, if you didn't do it, who would?
Well,
Who would have the balls?
I don't want to ask basic questions, but do you have any enemies?
Yeah, maybe a whole den of snakes? I don't know.
Do you have enemies, TJ? As far as I know, you can't work a day in any job.
Very funny. Yes, I do, but I know them. I know where they go, and I know their names.
DJ made good shit.
Yeah. With all due respect, we are in your place. We're trying to play by your manners, but please watch your words around my DJ.
Thank you.
Are you threatening me?
I'm not threatening. I'm promising. Now you know we done right by you so far. We haven't done nothing to step into your ring. Don't make us.
Roll a grit for me.
Yeah.
Please don't. We can't fight again.
Yeah. Is this a normal grit? What kind of grit is this? We're good?
True grit.
Not an attack grit.
Yeah.
You're not attacking.
Okay. Does my gambit come into this? I'm intimidating. I'm gonna use that
Oh,
shit wherever I
But
can.
is she intimidated? Is the
Yes,
question.
that's very true. I know that against what does against the odds do exactly?
Against the odds is essentially essentially technically what advantages and disadvantages are. So when you roll with the upper hand, you get an extra dice and you take the highest two.
Okay.
But against the odds, you roll 3 and you take the lowest 2.
So against the odds is disadvantage essentially.
Yes, essentially.
Okay.
Got it. I understand.
For this one, you will roll straight. Perazzo
Okay.
is not intimidated by you.
An 8.
Okay,
An 8?
good. By the way, thanks to Dungeon Glitch and to Mirrored Onk, who just gave us a bunch of subscriptions or gifts,
Yes.
tier 1 subs. Thank you guys.
Thank you,
There you
guys.
go. She takes your words and takes a nod. Kind of like snaps her fingers and everybody settles down. Take it easy.
Yeah.
I believe you. I want to believe you.
Good.
Want to. I need you to do something for me. On top of the other stuff you need to do.
Yeah. Goddamn.
Mhm.
A vagabond rolled into town today. Goes by the name of O. A little weed in the grass. I need it to be taken care of before it gets out of hand and grows and flourishes. Bring them back to me. I need a word with them.
This is just an escort. We're not to send any message. I'm not breaking bones, am I?
If breaking bones means getting them back here, I don't care how you do it. Just do it.
Right.
But they need to be alive.
Yes, alive. I think it's very coincidental that somebody would roll into town like that. Don't you?
I don't know. Everybody comes through Reno.
Well, bring me O.
Oh, Paunch just starts saying "oh" like over and over again.
Oh, bring me O.
Oh.
Consider it an act of good
right.
faith that you aren't involved.
And in exchange, we just get your belief? Is that what
Yeah.
it sounds like?
You can't imagine how much belief gets by here.
Is there a direct sort of currency exchange rate for belief, 2 credits?
A bullet is a straightforward currency, don't you think?
I understood. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. I think that makes perfect sense.
Do it quickly. I'd hate to start a party with unsavory guests.
No, we got to make sure that that party goes off without a hitch. I mean, consider it done. You want this oaf person brought in? We can do that.
Right. Well, have a good day then.
Yeah. You got any idea where we find him?
I got what they look like, and show you a photo of what O looks like from a CCTV image.
Oh shit! They fit right in.
All 3 of you, roll me observation checks as you
Okay.
leave.
An 11.
7.
6.
Lady, during the whole transaction, as you were talking to Tony Perazzo, you saw Luciano kind of just within your periffs. But you were kind of noticing throughout the transaction, Luciano seems a little uneasy, especially when it came to talking about the death of their brother, Casey. And he seems a little agitated, uneasy. And then as soon as you guys leave or walking out, you notice him go to the back area of the bar and just kind of strut out and rush out. But the Perazzos throw you out of the high roller bar back to your car. And I think that's a good time to take a quick 5-10 minute break.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll be back in 10 minutes. Stay tuned.
We'll see you
Cool.
soon.
Oh, hey. Welcome back to 105 MDRP as we continue on our tale of Orbital Blues. So last we left off, Amber was given a task to find a ship down back at the terminal called Shippy.
Mm-hmm.
And so you take your sedan and you hit the drive and you make it all the way back there. You park your car, you start kind of going through the various terminal ports and stuff, and you eventually find this raggedy ass ship. You can see that Shippy is crudely painted on the side, made out of like the original label of shipping.
Yeah,
so
like,
see,
if you take more than a second, you can clearly see that it says Conglamo shipping, but all that's been scraped off except the SHIPPI part.
the remnants are still there, and
Right.
it's give it a hard look. It's kind of beaten worse for wear.
That's our home.
But
We gotta
Ship's iconic.
at one point we have to release the other names we almost called it.
Oh,
Like,
I have the list.
we
It's
will,
ready.
we will. But yeah, I mean, from the outside and the exterior, it doesn't look like anybody's around. But what do you want to do?
I definitely. For some reason, Life is a Highway is going through my brain as I'm walking around looking at this thing, but like specifically the Rascal Flatts version from Cars.
I know exactly. You didn't even have to
Only one.
specify which. Are there other songs?
The only one.
Yeah. Yes, there are
God, the
multiple.
music video.
That song was a cover. But yeah, so specifically, like, I'm like approaching Shippy and like. I always feel like I have to almost to ground myself, like touch whatever I'm about to enter, be it a ship or a car. And run my hands along the side of Shippy and kind of like maybe some like rusted off bits of paint flake off onto the fingers. Like, all right, well, this is she. Well, can I find like a door? Is there like a door or like
roll me
open
an
hatch or something?
roll me an observation check.
All right. Hello, that's an 11.
Beautiful. Yeah, it doesn't take you long. I mean, you've seen ships like that. They're pretty much most ships are the same. So you're just kind of looking for the mechanism that will like open it.
Mhm.
Most ships would have some type of password, but you just kind of push the first 4 buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you just hear a click, a beep, and it just opens.
You can just see like where 1, 2, 3, and 4 are like worn off more on the buttons.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
claws.
Like there's
pierce
scratch.
those
Yeah, there's weird
numbers.
scratches on it that like you don't expect scratches like that to be on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bay door lowers to the cargo area of the ship. You're gonna go inside?
Before going inside, I yell out, hello? Is anybody there? Is Lady here?
You like yell it, and you can kind of hear yourself echoing through.
Lady, lady, lady.
You get a sense that nobody's here.
well,
All right. Well, someone's bound to show up. This sack of junk has to belong to somebody.
rude.
Okay, you're gonna go inside. You're gonna just wait outside.
I'm gonna wait outside. I don't necessarily think it's of. I remember when it's flashing back to me of the memory of the invasion of our ship, and I don't want to do that to somebody else. So,
All right. With the bay door open, you kind of just like kick some of the dirt and kind of just sit down. Take a blues as you contemplate that.
yeah.
So you kind of light a cigarette and just let the smoke kind of just wait.
Yeah, it's kind of like when dads hang out in front of garages, you
Yeah.
know, waiting
Their
for their
favorite
butts to
pastime.
show up. Yeah. The thing dads do.
Yeah,
Shout out to the dads watching.
damn straight.
All right. So
Yeah.
as you kind of wait, the rest of you are leaving the High Roller bar and kicked out of the casino back to the street.
Hey, did you two clock that and sit in there? You guys see what was going on there?
Clock, and I'm pointing at the wristwatch.
Yeah, that's good, Paunch. Good job. Luciano, you see how fidgety you got?
I mean, I figured it was just because of his brother.
Well,
No, you felt something else.
well, yeah, he left as soon as it was done, like he learned something, like I don't know, like he knew something. Paunch, you smell anything on him? You got that sniffer, huh?
Smell like cologne.
Good, Paunch.
So
Yeah, that's what I was looking for there.
Mean lady.
So it's
Mean lady get high score on feelings about this guy.
Yeah, high score on. I mean, the highest. I think we ought to go around the corner here, see if we can follow through, and I don't know, maybe do some reconnaissance. Try and see where he's going. I think he's up to something. I always knew when somebody was in the crew was stepping down the line. That was sort of my job, and Lucy's taking a step.
Point.
This way, boy.
I'm just gonna see if I can
Come
come around the corner, see if I can catch what he's doing.
Roll me an observation check at upper hand.
Oh.
Also, Caleb, take a blues since you're remembering a time long ago.
I'm falling into old routines.
I was gonna say, you're just gonna casually say that?
Yeah.
Stand by. I'm just fixing something real quick with roll 20. Okay, here we go. Rolling observation at the upper hand. Oh my god. Well, wait. I'm rolling for the ship. Never mind. It's not the ship. Observation upper hand. Here we go. A 9.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
that's much
Nice.
better.
You lady points you in a direction and you kind of just instinctually sniff because you smelt Luciano's cologne. He wears it a little thicker than he should. And you kind of take a moment because it's really dusty and stuff like that, but eventually you get just a tickle of the smell. And you go and you walk all the way all the way around to where probably the back area of the bar would have been, the back going into an alleyway. And you don't see Luciano, but the smell has gotten stronger and it seems like he's come out of this door and headed down the alley further somewhere in a different direction.
That away. Yeah, I'll point in the direction.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna follow Paunch's nose.
Yeah.
What do you guys say? We get a look at whatever it is he's doing, or do we give up the trail?
Just a quick look. We can do a quick look.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
should
we can do a
leave.
quick look.
Because you have a hole in your shoulder.
Yeah, let's make an agreement now that we're not gonna kill anybody when we get there. Yeah.
Easy.
No high score on killing. Got it.
Good, Paunch. All right, lead the way, dog.
I will definitely try to get as close as I can to the scent of this man.
So you go around the side of the alley and the scent is getting stronger to the point where you guys have caught up enough where you can at least see Luciano in the distance. You know what he kind of looks like. He's walking down the strip because the heart of the High Roller casino and stuff like that is in the middle of the strip. So he's walking just down the street casually, or in a not casually in an awkward way. He's trying to be fast, but he's also trying not to draw attention to himself. But it's obvious that he's trying to get somewhere inconspicuously.
Me bored.
Almost
I
done.
just say that to
Eventually
the
stopped.
two of them.
Yeah, you done with this, Paunch? You don't think this is anything?
He's not doing anything. He's walking.
He is walking. You're right about that.
He's going somewhere.
As he gets to the almost to the end of the street, he goes into what looks to be a gold shop or a pawn shop. He kind of looks around enough. Let's see. Doesn't seem to clock you guys as he scurries inside this gold shop.
All right. Who among us looks the most inconspicuous?
Looks at all three of you.
Yeah. Well, maybe Paunch, you ought to go in there. You're kind of short to the ground. You're quick, huh? You think you could watch what he's doing in there, huh?
Yeah, me watch.
Yeah, you get the high score on watching, okay? Just don't get caught.
Okay, me get high score on watch.
And you take some notes, okay, Spicer Man?
Notes?
Ooh.
Just pay attention. Pay attention to what he's doing.
Okay. And I just
I'm
start yeah.
Quick 2 scritches behind the ear. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll walk in and I'll try to mimic the way Leslie walks into a room where he walks in, then he just kind of stands in the doorway for a bit. What's going on in this pawn shop?
That's our boy. That's our boy.
So once
Incredible.
again, you just kick open a door. Like you're like staunched out, like trying to look like a cowboy.
Like Leslie, yeah, like mean lady.
But what you see is like it's not even like a big like building. It's like literally like you got one glass like counter on one side, one glass counter on the other that kind of wraps around, and that's it. Like there's a tiny door that looks like it will lead somewhere in the back, but at the end of that thing is just this old jeweler man who's like got like those glasses with the multiple lenses in, and he's trying to like tinker with a piece of jewelry and like set some gold.
And where is
stone.
this Perazzo that we've been following? What are they up
As
to?
you looked in there, you don't see Luciano Perazzo. You just see the old man tinkering with the jewelry.
Well, Paunch is reciting in his head, get high score on watch. And he looks down and he sees he has a wristwatch. And he's going to go up to the counter and he's going to go, watch! And just present it to the to the pawn shop owner.
No. Oh no!
Can we see this? Can we see
No, you guys didn't go in. You guys are outside. So yeah, see the old man all of a sudden like looks up and like you see his eyes are just like giant because of just how many lenses he has like in front of his eyes. And he looks at you and he like you see him blink because he doesn't even know what the fuck he's looking at. He's looking at you. And then he looks down at the watch and you're like, oh. And then he kind of like leans forward, he kind of like grabs your arm and tries to inspect it a little bit.
While he's inspecting it, do I like if I just like look around behind him, does there seem to be like a door open or any activity that I might notice?
Roll me a observation check.
Okay.
A straight observation.
Straight observation. Here we go. 9.
Nice.
You're like trying to listen in, like you're trying to smell like for the cologne, but there's like he's got like jewelry chemicals out, so it's kind of hard for you to smell it. But you have very good ears as well as a good sense of smell. And while there's a door closed right behind him that would lead to like maybe a back room area, you do hear clattering and clamoring, like someone's quickly moving in the background. In the back.
Yeah. What do I want to do? Okay. Paunch will... I think that Paunch is going to go through with the transaction if the guy, like, offers him something.
Oh. Well, I mean, okay.
What does he offer Paunch?
The old man is like looking at it and just trying to examine the whole thing. Like it's got, you know, the face itself is made out of like pure gold, like made out of gold. There's some nice little inlays and stuff, and there's a little level of detail, but the band itself is made out of like leather and it's kind of worn, so it's not necessarily the best looking thing. So he looks at you and says, why don't I give you I'll sell you that for 20 credits. 20 credits.
500 credits.
My boy. I don't think you understand what money is. 500 credits, that's preposterously insane for?
Me consult my constituents, and I'm just gonna walk out the pawn shop and return to Lady and DJ and say, he want 500 for watch, or he want
Wait,
20
what?
for watch.
What? What do you
He
mean?
want
Why are
20
you
for
selling?
watch.
Why are you selling the watch, Paunch? We're
Uh,
not selling the watch. We need to give the watch to the.
Oh, me want high score on watch, and
Oh, well, fuck, that's on me. Poor communication on my part, right? Fuck.
Perazzo in there. Me hear him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's in there?
He's in back room.
What, you think he's sticking around for a while?
Maybe he want to buy watch.
We're not gonna sell him the watch.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
All right, we know where he is. We know he's coming here for something. Maybe we can come back if we need this info. Or maybe we sell it on over to the Vipers. We got information we can use. Paunch, you did the best job, and I am so goddamn happy you did not sell that thing.
okay. Yeah. Me go.
High score. Lady's gonna reach into his belt off the side and take out some like scratch pad that he uses to keep numbers and write down his little thoughts. And he'll go to a brand new scrap of paper. He's gonna write 1,000 Paunch points
Nice.
and take it out of the notepad and give it to him. Now you did good. You keep that, okay?
This, he's been kind of trying to. He's really trying to remember people's names, so he's been saying "oh" in his head a lot, and then he starts singing it to the tune of Jimmy Eat World Sweetness. Oh, so
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. So where are you guys headed now? You've
Yeah.
clocked where Luciana might be. What do you want to do?
What do you guys think?
What are we doing?
Well, maybe we go back to home base, Shippy. We try and figure out who we can call about tracking down this O person.
I think that feels right. Do some
Me like
digging.
Shippy.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
so
So it
good.
sounds like we're heading to Shippy.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah. So you clock where Luciano is. You guys walk all the way back from the to the strip, back to the casino where you parked your car. You get in. Oh, dear Lady Charlotte. And you guys head back home to Shippy. You're spend a day. It's probably getting hotter now. It's probably maybe I'd say 4 or 5 o'clock. So the sun's really setting that heat in, and you kind of really feeling it. But you pull up, and Paunch, you can see, because you know the ship well enough, in the distance, that the bay door is open, and you see.
Oh hell no!
And you see like a small person sitting at the edge of the bay door.
Shippy being disassembled, and I'll probably like jump out the car and race over to see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna rack that shotgun and climb out the side there.
Yeah. Oh, you're just sitting there, and eventually you see like this like beat up burgundy brick red looking El Camino chugging towards your car, and out comes this anthropomorphic dog person who's just yelling at you.
He like stops halfway and is just like growling at you.
Hey, I'm sorry. I don't mean no harm. I'm just looking for the people who run this ship. I'm looking for Lady.
Well, you just go opening somebody's ship without their permission? You looking to get
Well-
killed?
Well,
Name, business, occupation.
my name is O. Bridges.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding.
Wow.
Oh!
Wow.
I'm just like pointing and stunned that that's O.
How many
My
Paunch
name
points
is-
is that worth?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Okay,
My name is O.
just sit there. I gotta think.
Well, yeah, I prefer to sit.
You want some water?
Standing's kind of hard.
We'll get you some water.
Well, I don't know if y'all are gonna kill me or not. I just had a shotgun in my face, so
At this
maybe
point,
I should go.
yeah, Paunch like already recognizes you as a friend and like comes over and like starts kind of like hugging your leg.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll sling the shotgun back to my holster.
Am I allowed to pet you? Is that weird?
No pets.
Okay.
No pets.
Oh, no, comma. Pets! Exclamation point.
We
Okay.
make it funny.
Yeah.
We make it funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
So, yeah, I like give good scritches behind the ears, like right in those like ear sockets right there. Like,
But as the other two are walking up, I say to you quietly, "You am good boy or bad boy?"
Lay it out right now. Lay it out right now.
am good boy.
Me am good boy.
Me am good boy.
Spicy man 49852.
Fabulous.
we just call him Paunch.
Yeah, he seems like a Paunch.
Did
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't find, like, no one seemed to be here. I knocked at the door and then I I didn't go inside. I should have closed the door. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
nice.
just future tense. That gets you killed on Reno. That gets you killed everywhere. I've seen people kill for less. We did that a couple hours ago. Get in the fucking ship. Let's talk.
All right. You did that a couple hours ago and yet you're still alive? Hold on. There's some contradictions going on here.
Just point to the front of the truck with all the blood and
The hair.
viscera. Yeah.
Shippy and Paunch will kind of like happily run back into the ship.
Why did you guys describe to Amber what Shippy looks like currently on the inside as you guys have been?
Well, it's like a big shipping ship, so it's very open, like if it was a big hull, and it looks like it's been retrofitted, like if it's like a party barge almost. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
It's got
love that.
definitely some art and like some stuff to make it feel like a party.
For as ugly as the outside is, the inside looks like it's been had a lot of money thrown at it to look nice.
Mhm.
A facelifted John's Incredible Pizza.
Right.
Yeah. If they clear, yeah. They tried to
DJ's
build
got
it-
their own booth.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to roll up on your turf here. I was just over at the Viper bar, the Viper room, and they sent me out here looking for y'all. To see if we can find Luciano, Perazzo, and bring him back.
You're a Viper?
I not officially, no.
Are you like an intern?
Well,
I'm
the
gonna
Perazzos took out. Well, I mean, can I trust y'all?
shut the bay
Like,
doors
it's-
and lock them.
Cute.
Yeah,
Huh.
you can trust us.
I mean,
You can make a savvy check
Perazzos-
if you
yeah,
want.
actually, I'll do a savvy check because I don't know if I can trust.
Roll a savvy check.
Yeah.
Punch never lie.
Oh, we got a 10.
Mm.
Does anybody want to contest that with a grit or a
To be-
savvy,
To appear untrustworthy, or
to appear trustworthy?
I can do it
Oh.
with a savvy.
yeah, I'll try for a great. Yeah, I won't look up here though.
Yeah,
No?
the
I
lady
gotta-
doesn't look very trustworthy.
No.
I got an 8, and this will be as Stokes brings them a glass of water.
Mm.
Oh,
You
thank you kindly.
you get a sense of hospitality from that, right? That puts you at ease. But as soon as Lady shuts the doors of the cargo bay, and now you realize that there is no clear exit for you, you get a sense that there's something potentially up.
It really just feels like Lady Sings the Blues goes through my head, you know. And it just is, my eyes squint for just a moment, but as I take a sip of the water, I say, well, y'all, basically the Perazzos took out my entire previous crew. It just a big old mutiny, betrayal, heartbreak, you know, every story ever told, you know. But you
they
never
hurt
think
your family? They hurt your
They
family?
they more than hurt my family, Paunch.
They disassemble your family.
They disassembled my family, I think is the kindest way of putting it. They broke my family.
Broke.
So yeah, so basically all that to say, I need to find Luciano Perazzo, take him back to the the Viper Room, and then whatever Francesca wants to do to him, that's fine. She can do. I want to get back at him.
And they asked you to find us to help you do that.
Yeah, they said you had some kind of like watch or device or something to make it that could help. I don't know.
Watch. I'll show it on my wrist.
Ember, roll me a savvy check as Paunch shows you the watch.
Thanks to
Nice.
Parker Woodley, who subscribed to us for 12 months. Welcome.
Hey,
to
a
Zakiya.
full
Wow.
year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
A full year. Good
Yeah.
lord, that's amazing. Yeah, I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9.
Mhm.
As Paunch shows you the band, you clock that it's not just a typical watch, that there's something a little bit more to it.
Hey, Paunch, do you mind if I take a look at that? Is that okay? I can hold your paw.
600 credits.
I can squish your toe beans.
You're like squished.
Okay, sorry.
You look, and I'll just kind of like
Yeah.
show it.
Yeah. What do I
You-
notice?
You notice that like the inlay in it is a little unique, and it looks like there's like an electronic device that's set inside this watch. You're not quite sure what it is, but it seems like something much more valuable than a watch.
You know what that's for?
Do I know what that's for?
You've seen criminals use it. You've seen people in the outlaws and stuff like that. You're not quite sure exactly what it is, but you have a hankering that it could do something besides tell the time.
Mm. Well, Paunch, you're a very good boy for getting this watch.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But I'm sorry. I don't think I actually caught everyone's names.
Oh, I'm Stokes. Revel Stokes.
Stokes.
Just call me Stokes.
Stokes, okay. Yeah, Paunch introduced himself, like, immediately.
Spicy man.
Yeah.
I'm Leslie, but everybody calls me Lady.
Perfect. Thank you. Stokes, Lady, Paunch, thank you for letting me share. I'm sorry to just barge in like this. It's been a rough... You know, those blues, they really settle right into your bones, you know? Replace the marrow
Damn.
and all.
Paunch is like gonna like nuzzle his head under your arm, like he's really feeling bad for you.
Take a blues and everybody blues
Yeah.
Yeah.
because this has been a tale.
Do you have a
2d6,
big
right?
2d6, no mods. Oh wait, 2d6
Wait.
and your grit, I believe. Yeah.
I gain a
2d6 and
I gained the blues.
I'm good.
Oh wait, 2d6 plus my grit?
yeah,
Mhm.
plus your grit. No, you
Okay,
you take a blues because you're
Okay.
dabbling in your troubles. But everybody else. So yeah, Paunch,
So-
you like Paunch and Leslie, like something about that just resonates with you, like, and you feel like this wave of sadness. You, especially Leslie, like, you know, you've been a rough and tumble kind of guy. You've done bad deeds too, and you've also had to witness the fallout of that, and you're witnessing it right there. And Paunch, you know, you've come to love the family you've gotten, and they give you the good times and the high scores, and you hate to think that could just end.
Her story reminds me of the good boys I left behind.
And the good boys you left behind, yeah.
So true.
Oh.
So, You're a ganger on the run? You left... You were running?
Well, I guess you could say I'm left behind.
Who'd you used to run with?
Oh, well, hold on. It's hard to say, you know, it just brings back all the memories, but I mean, the Seventh Son was the name of our ship.
Does that strike anything for me, Eli?
Yes. You, being in the Zenith group, would have heard of various outlaw ships that patrolled in this part of the sector. The Seventh Sons was run under the captain of Wesley Kingsley. And you have met some of the members of the Seventh Son here on Reno-12, specifically a man named Tango Fontaine.
You ran with Fontaine's group.
You could say ran with Fontaine.
All right. So you came back. You're thinking you're just gonna mosey into the center of Reno-12, find Luciano, put a bit in his chest, and then climb the top to Tony. You're just gonna take out every peg in the machine.
Well, I mean, sometimes you have these cinematic and beautiful, you know, revenge plots when you're sitting in bed waiting for your surgery to end or you to recover from your surgery.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily what's actually going to happen, but it did feel nice to pretend that it was going to happen. You know?
Yeah. Oh, do you mind giving us a chance to speak to each other, just the three of us real quick?
Absolutely. I can leave.
No, that's fine. Just go enjoy the refreshments. And I point over to where the DJ strobe lights are still going in the corner.
Those are the refreshments.
They've been turned on immediately. Yeah, the whole time.
And then I'll call a group huddle to us over the other. You know what? Let's go talk in G's room.
I just like sadly do like the backpack kid dance.
Oh.
Paunch,
No,
like,
just kidding. Don't.
Paunch treats O'Neill very sensitively. Is like, me be right back, okay? And I just like, start walking away.
Therapy dog.
Yes, therapy dog.
I just got it.
Oh god. Yeah, so I guess we step into that freezing cold room and shut the door behind us. And then
before you guys get into it, Amber, are you gonna stay put?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. Cool.
She probably like sees the O'Neill sees the door open. There's like this gust of like cold air that comes out of
like
room.
fog machine. Like
Yeah, like you're in a hot part because it's like technically like the cargo room, so it's not really AC'd here, so it's a little warm.
Well, it's the perfect spot to have like a flashlight rave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what I say. That's what I say every day.
I still don't understand what that is.
They're a pretty cool person.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I mean, it doesn't matter, right? We're just gonna turn him in.
We turn in O?
Isn't that's what we were asked to do?
I don't know. I kind of like the kid. I know. But listen, I don't know. When you get into a situation like that and you're faced with losing everything you knew, you get crazy dreams like taking down a whole gang. I understand it. I mean, we are in a good position for what they're trying to do, and we're working with these two groups regardless, aren't we?
Viper's bad boys and Perazzo bad boys. So
See, Paunch gets it.
I get it, but this is just a wild thing to just decide to do. We're talking about being a double agent. So what, we can take Reno? Like what are we lying for?
Well, we have been pushed around by these people since goddamn second one. Since the quartet came together, we got two groups thinking they can tell us how we live. I am sick of being given orders. Aren't you?
I mean, yeah, I hate it, but it just feels. I didn't wake up today thinking we're all gonna take the throne, and that just feels like maybe we should let it sit for more than the time it takes for us to huddle up and decide.
Paunch puts his hand like on Stokes' kind of arm because he can't reach her shoulders, and
It's just the elbow.
yeah, and he's like, quartet meant to fly, not walk.
Paunch,
Shippy
that
meant to fly.
It's beautiful.
I mean, I can't argue with that logic.
Well, we still gotta ask our fourth. I won't reveal that, but we're gonna ask our fourth, and but you guys were okay with taking this kid in?
Yeah.
As long as Gugush is.
Okay.
If she touches my shit, I'm gonna kill her. I hope that's clear.
And then I think we go back into the lobby, right?
Yeah. I was just sitting there. They're just having the time of their life. Waiting. It's gotten to a point where, though, it's been a couple minutes, so you're starting to get a little concerned. But you're just vibing. Did you come back?
Oh, we were about to have a feline visitor, but
That's
he
okay.
changed his mind.
That's okay.
So, yeah, well, yeah, it's just like, listen, I've been spending a lot of time the past however long to, just sitting around and waiting. I've just gotten used to it. I've got accustomed to it. So, yeah. When they come in, I'm just like, all right, well, I know that this is a lot to handle, but if you decided no, I get it.
Are you in with the Vipers? Is that your crew, or are you deciding you're gonna run off with those, or are you
No.
open for business?
I'm open for business.
Okay.
I have no allegiances.
We run a party service. We call ourselves the Quartet.
Okay.
We're going to take this barge out in a couple days with two of the most important families in this fucking dump. One of them being the people you're trying to murk.
It's gonna be a big party.
Wait,
biggest.
like a literal party? Like,
literal party.
wait, that rules. That rules so hard.
They're all going to be here on Shippy. At least some of the most important players. Now, you could go out, you could get Luciano, you could throw him at the Viper's Den, you could say bully and wait for the next order. Wait for them to tell you how your revenge should go. Or you could throw in with us. We decided we like you. Paunch seems to love you, and he's got a good intuition about people. And we could take a run at the Perazzos together. With the express understanding that then we turn and we tell the Vipers to fuck off too. Reno-12 has been controlled by land barons for too fucking long. I am sick of somebody with some fucking animal's name and an icon on their denim jacket telling us that we get to live a certain way. If you don't want that, I'm going to kill you. But if you say yes, you're with us.
I mean, I've been to the brink of death and back. I would rather not be there again so soon. So, I don't want to be sold out again. I don't want to give my whole self out again, only to have it literally cost an arm and a leg.
Well, I threw my entire life away to decide living for myself. I don't have any intentions of selling you out.
I appreciate that.
I 100% had intentions of that, but my friends have convinced me otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the honesty. That is actually I respect that.
Paunch is going to come over to you and say, Paunch, escape Conglamo and leave good boys behind for new family. And maybe you can be part of new family.
Okay. That's Amber saying that, not O.
Yeah.
We need fourth member of quartet, right? And I look to the others
Yeah.
like, right? We're missing one.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
There's always been 4, right?
Yeah.
We've never actually lost one. Have never been without. There's never been 3. There's always been 4. But it would be.
Since Gagoosh is on vacation, we might as well get somebody to sub in while they're resting.
Sleep.
Right. And if you're willing, sir, that'd be great.
Yeah. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Yeah. If you'll have me, I think I got a gun for a leg. If that helps.
Ooh.
You got
Show
a what?
us.
Yeah.
Yes,
I like
please.
roll up. I roll up and it looks like a foot, and then you it's all, but it's like a gold foot, and the whole leg is. Hold on, my cat is. Wait. I thought he was trying to
They're
like
about to
knock down
leave.
this plant. No, he's about to knock down this plant. and like you like with the big toe, you like open the big toe, and it's like a little pistol.
Nice.
It's taking everything for Stokes not to just get like way too close to your legs and feet. That's great. If you need any help, sort of just talking to the prosthetic, really. But if you need any help with that, or if you just want someone to sort of get like a full look at that, you just come see me about it.
I'm sure it'll be maintenance, but you know the upgrade was available to me during that surgery, and I said, "Fuck it." That's a cool talking piece.
It is. It is. That was a good call.
Stokes is an artist with a wrench, so if you ever need anything done, she's the one.
I might have to take you up on that offer.
Please do.
Well,
So we good?
So we're good.
I think we're good.
So what are you
I-
gonna do?
I think we got some things on the table. You said you were sent to get Luciano, huh?
Yeah.
So we just
Uh,
conveniently tracked him through Reno-12 to a pawn shop that Paunch found. And we think he's doing something shady behind the bars.
no kidding.
Yeah. My
Well, I mean,
my guess is that we could take him and have that turned out of the way. We were sent to collect you for the Perazzos. That was our whole conversation back there. It was on whether we were going to send you to die or bring you into the fold.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Yeah, it worked out. Nothing to worry about.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, man. Laguna Chibata, we're good.
Laguna Chibata.
Yeah, Laguna Chibata.
Laguna Chibata.
Yeah.
So my plan is if we take this Luciano fellow and find out what the fuck he's doing, we can take care of that for the snakes, and then we could do something about turning you into the Perazzos. See if we can play something as a double agent there.
Why
Or-
not invite him to party?
Hey, now that's an idea.
Luciano to the party?
Hmm?
Makes sense.
They're going to be Perazzo and Viper.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Absolutely. Maybe I could go back to the Viper room and be like, hey, there's,
He's-
I don't think I can bring him here, but it'd be a little sketch to bring him here. But at the, he'll be at the party. I could let her know that if you can get him over there,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they come pick him up at the party. Drunk people get lost all the time after things
all
like
the time.
this.
Yeah.
They stumble into airlock, me open airlock, right?
Well,
Shit.
yeah, it'll work. I was
Just
thinking
saying,
maybe
just saying.
the Vipers pick him up, but we might need that airlock thing for later.
Yeah. So I think we should head on to that pawn shop, see what it is Lucy's got in his pocket, so we have information. Vipers get their person, and we got you in our pocket in case we need to pull one over on the Perazzos.
Do we plan for this party to be tonight, tomorrow? What was the time frame for it?
You know that the party is going to be not today, but the following day.
Okay.
Okay.
So we got some time then if we wanted to do
Yeah.
that.
Cool.
You still do need to trade that watch for the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta
booze
get rid
that
of
Francine Dubois promised you.
So we have to meet up with the Vipers anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to.
So we should go with O to the Vipers,
Yeah.
and then, or we break off 2 and 2, and some of us go check out the Perazzo.
Well, Francine Dubois did tell you, that not to come back without Luciano.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
So maybe
Fuck.
we
We
hit
come.
Lucy first, then the Vipers?
We'd have to come with Luciano though.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they know that he reached out to us already. Okay. Yeah.
If we take him during the party, like if the party gets real rowdy, we could maybe jettison off like in an escape pod or something and like head to them while the party's happening. I don't know, as a distraction.
Yeah.
I mean, the chance that we could just put all of the goods in one shipping container and just have it conglomo shipped in 2 days to the Viper door.
There's also
That's interesting.
this thought that if we give them Luciano now, when we get to our party, the Vipers are going to have something the Perazzos want. If we can get both parties to have something against the other, we can get them to kill each other on our ship and we get to watch. And then during the fray, we can take whatever the fuck we want.
You want to watch
That's
them kill each other?
genius.
I mean, it's a little violent.
Listen, if we have to do this one final act of ultra-violence to release Reno-12 from whatever the fuck it is that they think they have control over, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with murking every fucker in this ship if it means that people get to be free.
Me too, but if they get high score on hurting Shippy, Paunch is going to be mad at you.
Paunch, you know I would never let that happen to your Shippy.
Just think about Shippy.
Of course.
Shippy is the end all be all, the most important part of Paunch's existence.
Oh, gets it. Oh, gets it.
Yeah.
So you're heading back to the pawn shop?
I think so, right?
Yeah,
we get
I
Lucy.
think so. I
Yeah.
think so.
So you're all gonna get in the El Camino?
Yeah,
Whose
'cause we
car
can't.
is cooler? I think there's more room in Amber's now.
It's the sedan.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
sedan.
sedan.
Yeah.
though.
It's like a Dodge Neon 1995
yeah.
Ooh, that's a
no.
little-
with like
cooler.
the fucking like vaporwave striping on the
Stripe.
side, you know? Yeah.
Oh.
Paunch is gonna struggle to get in that sedan.
My mom's boyfriend definitely had one of those growing up.
I'm looking at it now. We can't get in this car.
Okay,
Yeah.
hop in the back.
So who's driving the car? Who's gonna be in the passenger seat, and who's sitting in the back?
Paunch
of the back?
driving.
Paunch is
Yeah.
driving.
I'll be in the back.
I'll
Back.
be in the back.
You're gonna sit
Oh, I guess
shotgun.
I'll get the passenger seat.
All right.
Yeah, I'll like put my leg up on the like roll the window down, put my leg up outside to rest on the window.
Nice.
Window open. Nice.
Literally
Um,
shotgun.
All right. So Paunch hits drive and starts heading back down towards that pawn shop. Is there anything you guys want to talk or say to each other as you guys are barreling towards your task?
Yeah, I do think Paunch, having O in the passenger side, will try to like connect with him in a way, and he'll say something like, he'll just like out of the blue start talking and say, "Oh, Paunch leave home long time ago, and leave other good boys behind. But Paunch get high score, but Paunch want high score and freedom, so Paunch leave. Me miss my good boys. Me understand."
Well, could you find the good boys again?
I suppose Paunch could, but me afraid they're gonna take me back. there's too much good shit out here. Me don't want to go back.
Yeah,
Like-
understandable. I mean, all the good sniffs are out here, I'm sure.
But me do miss those good boys. They deserve freedom too.
Amber,
Well,
roll me a
maybe.
blues check.
All right.
Oh.
Ooh.
Do I just gain a blue?
Not you, Serge, just
Okay,
Amber.
Okay.
So 2d6. Okay, so a 7.
So you don't get the blues. You start to kind of feel a little bit of heaviness, kind of trying to relate to him, but you push it back because you know getting attached like that is never a good idea.
No. Well, the good boys would be proud of you.
Yeah, me say that too. So me think me have as much party as possible in honor of good boys.
Hell
One
yeah.
day we're gonna bring the. One day we're gonna get those good boys and bring them back to this party.
Okay,
Maybe.
While they're planning this good boy party, Stokes is just gonna, not looking at Lady, just say, I don't know, we don't talk, we're mostly business, but I just want you to think about what kings do when they're on the throne. It's not peaceful. It's not one last violent act. It's the start of a lot of violent acts. And if we're doing this, we're doing this, but we're not gonna lie about it.
Stokes, I am so sick of seeing people taken advantage of. It used to be my entire life to see someone less fortunate and take every last dime they had. And people have made it a way of life, a way of doing business, exploiting everything a person has. If it takes taking myself down to take it away, I'm okay with that.
This is when Alice DJ's Better Off Alone starts playing in the background.
Oh my
Man.
god.
You're not gonna be doing this by yourself. It's gonna be me with you and Paunch with you.
Yeah.
And now O with you for as long as we can keep O alive, which honestly. But it's not just gonna be you. I don't want to lose anybody. We just. No one's expendable. Okay?
Yeah. Just so you know, it's not professional. You are my favorite. You always have been. I just don't physically understand how to tell a person that. Besides, well, I guess I just did. I don't know.
You did.
Yeah.
Your favorite? Your favorite?
As close as I get, yeah.
Favorite business partner? Favorite DJ?
It ends there. You don't have to. You're putting a lot of labels on things now. I don't like labels.
Okay, because I have a sort of a brand to hold up, well, to rebuild rather. And if I could get a quote, that would be
No,
great.
this is far more than I planned on saying anyways. This is, I didn't pay for therapy.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Take a blues, Stokes, for reminding yourself about the good old days.
Yep.
So you guys arrive. How are you guys gonna do this? Are you gonna be stealthy about it, not park the car like right out front of the pawn shop, or are you just gonna kick doors down? What's the plots and thoughts?
Good.
How are you guys gonna
Good question.
confront Luciano Perazzo? You know that they're possibly still in this gold shop.
I mean, I can just drive the car through the wall.
I think we're here to collect him, right? So we should go in a little hot, but
Well, yeah. But
look
here's the
first.
thing. If we're playing double agents, we cannot make any action that makes us look against the Perazzo.
Yeah.
We can get loud, but we got to be loud with no one watching.
They're just one human being in the front.
Okay.
Are you saying human being?
Human being.
Okay.
Human being?
You
That's
like it,
what-
I love it.
That's what you are. Human being.
Human being.
Human being. That's what I say. That's what me say.
Okay. Yeah,
So stealthy.
Let's walk in. Just say we need to talk to him.
yeah, maybe we act like we know he's here. Like we were sent to meet him or something.
Yeah.
See how that goes. If it goes to shit, we, put the guy in cuffs and go backstage.
All 4 of you are gonna do that.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Okay. Who's gonna go through the door first?
I'll go. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Go for it, Stokes.
I'll go first. No, I don't have anything like blingy on me, except for I got candy. Shut up. Okay, let's go. Stokes walks in, sort of largely looking for, and immediately starts just talking really loudly about jewelry and wanting something expensive in a big chain or something, and then makes their way up to the counter.
Okay. Yeah. You're loud and stuff. It's a very small booth stall looking building with glass counters on either side and an old man tending to some jewelry. You're loud. You come up to him. I assume you're just like
Yeah. Looking for something to finish
magician
the
style,
collection.
just like showing. So
Yeah.
you're looking for something.
Looking for something to finish the collection, and maybe something else if you can help me.
Okay. Yeah, he looks up at you with the big glasses because he's still got those lenses on, and he examines all of your candy on your arms and looks at you, looks back to the candy, and I was like, well, I mean, I got a lot of stuff. Well, how much are you trying to spend? I mean, from that, I mean, like, what, a credit, 2 credits? Like, you're not looking for anything special.
I'm looking for exactly something special. Maybe something that you don't have multiples of. Maybe it's not even, I mean, yes, I'm looking for jewelry, but quiet as it's kept, I'm also looking for maybe a person you've seen.
I've been here in my shop all day. I don't know what you're saying. I mean, I saw a dog man. Have you ever seen a dog man before? That's so crazy.
You know, they're more common than you think. I know the normal
well, no,
reaction is
I mean-
like, whoa.
I've heard on like TV and the radio about it.
Yep.
Never seen one in person. If you see it, if you see him, you gotta see it. You gotta say at least hi.
I will. If I see them, I will say
If
hi.
that's the person you're looking for.
That's not the person I'm looking for. They might actually, I don't know if they work here. We got word that they might be here. Luciano, Perazzo.
Perazzo's. I would know if a Perazzo would be in my establishment.
All right. He asked me to meet me here. He's actually the one that's funding this little candy expansion. So if you see him, let him know that we're looking for him.
Roll me a savvy.
Come on.
10!
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. When you start mentioning that, like, Luciano set this up, like, he starts to, like, have a look on him that is a little confused. It wasn't something necessarily told, but he's not quite sure if that's, like, right.
Yeah, Lucy's not that big about his sugarhood, but he does like to sponsor the occasional entertainer.
Let me see
Eli-
what I have in the back.
Can I scope out the building while this is going on, actually?
So you didn't go in the building?
I mean, am I in there?
It's a little place.
You guys all said all 4 of you were going in there,
Yeah.
but if you guys don't want to, or you're in the back of the pack and want to step out, you can.
Yeah, I'll step out. I want to mosey.
Okay, so yeah, I'll probably lead O in unless they want to go outside too. But I think eventually I would walk in with O
Okay.
and just like
Yeah.
eventually like signal the door that I heard the noise coming from.
Yeah. I will kind of slowly but surely like work my way over to that door, just trying not to be noticed. Like,
Roll me a savvy check. Lady, roll me an observation check if you're gonna go snooping, and Paunch also roll me an observation check.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
Roll the
9, me too.
I rolled a 6.
Rolled a 6.
Can I exert, actually?
Go ahead. Search away.
How do we heal, by the way?
That's a good question.
You have to actually get treatment. So somebody has to
Okay.
get you a med kit, actually heal you.
I have a 9 now. I passed.
You have a 9? Okay. And I'm sorry, Serge, what was your observation check?
9.
9. 9's a rounds. Cool. So, in this bit of confusion, he says, one moment, looking at all three of you, and then goes and slips into the back. At that point, you decide to kind of get to the back of the counter, lean yourself up against the door, and listen in. Paunch, you start hearing conversation from your ears. You're picking it up. It's loud enough where you can kind of hear two voices murmuring between the walls. And then as you get like just closer and stuff, so you also can hear this stuff. Lady, you circle back around because something feels off, right? So you circle back because you know every building has a back door. So you turn the corner, and just as the old man attempts to come back out of it, he opens the door wide, and you make eye contact with Luciano Perazzo, who is in the back of this storeroom. And you make eye contact, he makes eye contact with you, and he tries to book it out the back door.
Oh, snap.
I definitely just give him like a little in that moment our eyes meet, and I alert. Oh no! I turn to Paunch and I'm like, "Hey, you want to go play fetch?"
Yeah.
All right. I think okay. Go play fetch through the door. Our boys running out.
Bad boy? I'll just
Bad
start
boy.
running. Yeah.
Bad boy.
All
Go
right.
fetch that bad boy.
Give me a savvy check, Paunch, if you're gonna go after Luciano. He's taking a run. You're gonna go
Okay.
past O.
I rolled a 6 on my savvy check.
I rolled
Okay.
an 8. So yeah, Luciano takes just books it the moment just winks at them and starts climbing. He throws like one of the like back shelves that are there and like tosses it over. So Paunch, you try to like jump over it, but it still requires you to kind of clamber a little bit. So he's got a little bit of distance, but he's making his way for the back door.
Okay. Could I actually pull out I have the 9mm pistol on my person, and I want to like aim at Luciano's like ankle to like immobilize him.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. And I
Roll
always
that
roll
with
the upper
your-
hand.
Roll it, yeah. Roll with that pistol at the upper hand.
On your character
it's-
sheet, it
okay.
says upper hand. You can change it.
Okay, cool. Cause yeah. Okay. So I won a 4 and a 4, I guess.
So that would be an 8.
Oh wait, yeah. Choose to add appropriate stat. Yep. That'd be an 8.
Do you have any modifiers?
For grit?
For grit, yeah.
Oh, then 10. Then it would
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
be 10. Hell yeah.
So the whole like shelf goes down, clamors. You're seeing like jewelry bits, chemicals, whatever was kind of stashed up there. Paunch is trying to clamber over it, but it's like a wide shelf, so it's taking him a couple of moments to kind of get over it. Meanwhile, Luciano is moments to just pushing out that back door and riding into the sunset. But you pull out this particular pistol, a pistol that you've been carrying with you. And you, or that's your foot pistol, right?
No, this is
a different pistol. That's your. I'm just
Yeah,
double checking which
This
pistol
is
you're
just my
using.
usual weapon. The foot one.
And
is...
you pull out this old school six barrel Smith and Wesson six shooter,
Yeah.
and you just clock it. You got your shades on. You don't even see you aiming, and you just fire it effortlessly. And it hits Luciano in the back leg, but it hits him in the way where he's still running with the momentum. So you just kind of kicked him a little harder with a gun. And he pushes himself out the door of it. But Paunch is now deep in pursuit. It's obvious, you just hear a man just screaming out in pain from just being clipped. Lady, you're close to rounding the bend of the back, right? And that's when you hear the sound of a person crying and a gunshot being shot inside the building. So you rack your shotgun, you try to get around the bend, but as you turn the corner, you find yourself looking down the barrel of a gun. And what's staring at you is a woman with long blonde hair that seems to lace around her skin-kissed shoulders. And it's Jubilee, who's now staring with the gun right in hand with that same unwavering gaze. And that's where we're going to leave it today.
I hate it.
Oh, snap. That was who was introduced in the very beginning,
Yes,
right?
it was good. It was so good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Casey.
Awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah,
so
that was
cool.
wild.
I'm so excited.
So we have 2 more of these, right? With this crew.
Yes.
We'll have 2 more sessions, and then another 3 with the other Maydayers, plus a special guest. So that's exciting.
Absolutely. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us today at 105 MDRP. We will be tuning in for more Orbital Blues in the next couple of weeks. But be sure in the meantime to join us on Mondays for Aaron at the Sheep Farm. We'll be returning with Night's Black Agents soon. And the return of Orpheus. So stay tuned and live your dreams, spaceman.
Bye.